Hey, welcome to Jerusalem. Shalom, shalom to the wet Jerusalem. It's pretty cold over here. This is day number 98 with the war against Gaza. A big question is what's going to happen to Gaza after the war is over. We have the United States coming into Israel, pressuring Israel into the two-state solution, but this two-state solution is not very popular in Israel right now, and it hasn't been for several years now, because every time Israel gives away land, there's more terrorism. In 2005, Israel gave up Gaza, and Hamas took over, and now this is what we had. We had the massacre of October 7th, so there is no way that this two-state solution is a solution for the Israelis here in Israel. So the United States keeps pressuring Israel into including the PA into governing the strip, Gaza Strip, but it doesn't make sense because the PA can't even control the West Bank. There are cities in the West Bank. Right now, every time Israel is going in to arrest a terrorist, they end up having to battle some terrorists because they're armed. A lot of weapons are coming in from Jordan, and they've actually arrested about 2,500 terrorists from the West Bank, Judea and Samaria. So more or less, Israel has control of the Gaza Strip, even though they're still fighting strong, hard, pounding hard and trying to find the hostages and getting rid of Hamas. But at the beginning of the war, Israel bombed Gaza with about 30,000 bombs. But after that, they had to go inland. There was this mission that we are on right now. It was to go in on ground, battlegrounds, and which is much more dangerous because we know that a lot of these buildings are booby trapped. They have booby traps, so that causes more danger on our soldiers. And so a lot of times is when they see that a building or a house is posing some kind of threat, they just bomb the building. And the other thing is that before we went into Gaza, before our soldiers went into Gaza, we thought of Gaza as like a big city or several cities in the Gaza Strip with a population over it. But what we've come to realize is that Gaza is a giant terrorist base with a population over it. So there's a big infrastructure, underground tunnels, right below all these little cities in Gaza. And that causes a lot more danger for our soldiers because they go in and they might clear out an area thinking that, everything's cleared and everything, but then all of a sudden a terrorist pops up from one of the tunnels, and that has cost the lives of some of our soldiers. So we've also, the soldiers have found tunnels underneath the hospitals, underneath schools, underneath United Nations buildings, and underneath houses, underneath children's rooms, underneath their beds, underneath incubators, underneath crazy places that you would never think that there would be weapons or tunnels, but they found it. So right now, Israel is battling a war against the terrorist group Hamas. So they want to get rid of the terrorist group Hamas. They want to bring back our hostages, and they want to erase the ideology, this hatred ideology against the Jews. This third one is a little tougher because this ideology is in a lot of the extreme Islamic terrorist groups all over the Middle East. So that will be hard to do. But the war in Gaza will probably take maybe most of this year, and but the rebuilding of Gaza will take probably about 10 years, like a decade. And unfortunately, the country that will be paying for this reconstruction of Gaza will be the United States. And unfortunately, we know where this money comes from, and that's from our taxes. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom. Take care.